Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, Hurts. Smith catches left side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7th. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. Kenny Clark, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going. The
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go again to Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. The Packers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They run with Sanders off the option. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Check mic. 43 is the mic. Coming.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. They go play action with Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go again with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here we go. Trap 60.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 57 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. This time, the extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And my goodness, another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Back to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Sanders will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Sanders again, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the short field to get in for 6. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to throw now on first down. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back to throw again. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Squeeze, double.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, brother, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Grant Calcaterra, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quay Walker. He's got daylight. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand A field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 11. The left side completion to Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. An option handoff given to Sanders. And a solid run down inside the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Left side here to Sanders. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll try to run with Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Touchdown! Grant Calcaterra. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Hurts will throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he stopped immediately there. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What?